Many people swear by Anabars and say they are the best tasting protein bar on the market. Gorilla Mind just dropped their own version of a higher calorie peanut butter based protein bar like many other companies have over the last couple years, and I want to see how it stacks up next to the Anabar. Let's get into it. This is probably an unpopular opinion, but I was looking most forward to the Oatmeal Chocolate Chip, so that is the first one we're gonna try. So we got a chocolate coating, you know, same packaging as all these other companies have used. I've had the authentic bar, I've had the Anabar. I actually have reviews on those if you want to check those out after this. However, I wanted to try the new Gorilla Mind one side by side the Anabar. Pretty soft here, I like that. And this is how we're looking. First thing I noticed, no chocolate chips. So maybe they're saying it's a chocolate chip because of the chocolate coating. However, I was looking forward to chocolate chips. Tastes like peanut butter. Still tastes really good. I love peanut butter, but that's the problem with all of these bars. It's very hard to overcome that peanut butter flavor, and this to me tastes nothing like oatmeal chocolate chip. Pretty disappointing, to be honest, especially when it's called oatmeal chocolate chip. Because it's not named correctly and it just tastes like a peanut butter protein bar to me, I'm gonna have to give it like a 6.4. It's below average only for the fact that it's not living up to what it's named. It just tastes like peanut butter, which, like I said, it tastes good, but doesn't blow me out of the water by any means. It is a little bit chewy. I wouldn't say it's as soft as I remember an authentic bar or an Anabar, but for the next taste test, we're gonna try two flavors that are basically the same side by side, so I'll be able to tell any texture or flavor differences between the two. One thing I will say right now is there's really not a big difference in calories. They use fiber in the Gorilla Mind. There's like 7 or 8 grams in most of these. That makes them about 260 calories versus 270 to 290 really. So the difference in this peanut butter cup versus the milk chocolate monster cookie crunch is 25 calories. When we're only talking 10 or 15, 20 calories, if the Anabar ends up tasting a lot better, I would rather just have the extra 20 calories. But we'll see when we try it right now. So we got, again, chocolate coating. This one breaks apart just about the same as the other one. Inside, as expected, not really anything, just looks like peanut butter. And while I know how that rips apart, I want to do the Anabar as well. Same thing, chocolate coating. Definitely ripped apart a lot softer. I'm not sure if that's because of the Reese's Pieces. All right, let's try the peanut butter cup first. I guess I do notice that there's oatmeal or like a different texture in the oatmeal chocolate chip, where this one is definitely a lot more smooth and doesn't have any crunchies in it, which I'm guessing the crunchies would be, or the crunchier crunchies, because I know there's whey crisps in it, all of these would be the oatmeal. Again, it tastes like a peanut butter cup protein bar, so it's exactly as expected. Doesn't blow me out of the water, probably just because there's so many of these protein based bars now, or peanut butter based bars now, that it's just like, meh, peanut butter, love peanut butter, but nothing special. All right, Reese's Pieces time. This one has an unfair advantage because it has the Reese's Pieces in it. I love Reese's Pieces personally, so I do like this one more. Nice and soft, kind of melt in the mouth. While I would give the Gorilla Mind one, it's straight up average to me because it's just a peanut butter cup, no other texture, tastes like peanut butter. 7. 7 to me is like average. Like IMDb, 7 is like a pretty good movie. It's a pretty good protein bar. It doesn't blow me away though by any means. With the Reese's Pieces and the Anabar, it definitely levels it up to like 7.8 out of 10. For the extra 25 calories, I would probably eat the Anabar over the peanut butter cup. I just love Reese's Pieces. Third flavor, we're gonna go with cookie dough. Now, what am I already worried about with cookie dough? That this will not taste like cookie dough, and it's gonna taste like, you guessed it, straight peanut butter. 2 of my most viewed videos are my anabolic cookie dough. They're my most viewed because I tested them so much, because I'm so anal about great cookie dough and wanting to make it perfect that it took me forever, and it's just one of the best recipes that I have on my channel. So I have high expectations when something calls itself cookie dough. So we will see after we break it open here. We have another milk chocolate coating, breaks open like all the other ones, and has a very, very similar inside to the peanut butter. Now, while it looks like they did try to put like cookie dough pieces in here, it just gets lost in the peanut butter. Yeah, I mean, after taking a peanut butter cup bite right after a cookie dough bite, it's very hard to differentiate them. So again, it's a peanut butter with a slightly different taste. I wouldn't call it cookie dough. So for the cookie dough, it's average, again, 7.0 out of 10. Last but not least, we have the cookies and cream, or the white chocolate cookies and cream, whatever you want to call it. Now, you would think that these are extremely similar as far as like ingredients and everything. I think they're almost the same, when actually they're a little bit different. The top 6 ingredients in Gorilla Mind is the whey protein isolate, brown rice syrup, the IMO fiber, whey crisps, white chocolate coating, and then peanut butter. Interestingly, with the Anabar, the first ingredient's peanut butter. They sweeten it with honey, whereas the Gorilla Mind doesn't have honey, then whey protein isolate, then protein crisps, then white chocolate. So I found it pretty interesting that peanut butter wasn't number 1 on Gorilla Minds and the whey protein isolate was, but they have the exact same amount of protein. Now these two have a 10 calorie difference, and you would think it would be less because of the 7 grams of fiber that's in the Gorilla Mind, but there's still 2 calories per gram of this IMO fiber. So if the Anabar is like a whole notch above, for 260 versus 270 calories, I'm gonna want to take the Anabar any day of the week, but we will see how they taste right now. So out of all the Gorilla Mind ones, this is the only one with a white base. I feel like this one was a little bit harder to rip apart here. Well, that's not even fair. These are like melting already, and these have been at the same temperature as the Gorilla Mind ones for literally a couple weeks. We got a nice look inside. They look pretty similar as far as the inside. Let's see. Out of all the Gorilla Mind bars, this is the only one that doesn't really taste. It has peanut butter notes to it, no doubt, but doesn't really taste like peanut butter. On the other hand, it doesn't really taste like Oreo either. It's good. It's better than just peanut butter, but I wouldn't say that, oh my God, that tastes like cookies and cream. If no one ever knew what a protein bar was and you try to feed them this, they wouldn't be like, oh my God, yeah, that's cookies and cream for sure. They'd be like, that's peanut butter with some other shit in it. All right, let's try this melty ass Anabar. Wow. Way more peanut butter, which makes sense. It's the number 1 ingredient. Way saltier, so it makes for better flavor. Salt's kind of like fat. More salt usually equals more flavor, unless you obviously overdo salt, but wow. You could tell that the fiber is making this one like harder, denser. It doesn't seem as bad as the ones people complained about with Greg. People said like they couldn't even chew Greg's. This one is definitely very chewable, but when you're comparing it right next to the Anabar, it's not even close. Yeah, the Anabar completely has the cookies and cream dialed in. The Oreo one, way softer than the Gorilla one, so I would put my money that this is their like main money maker, because that one tasted the best, at least out of all the ones that I've had, and had the best like texture, softness, chewiness. Great job, Remington. That cookies and cream one is legit. So if I'm saving 10 calories to get a bar that doesn't have as much flavor because of the salt, isn't as soft, and doesn't taste as good, I'm gonna take the Anabar. So unfortunately, I'm a Gorilla Mind athlete, and the Anabar won all day. Kind of disappointing to say that, but I'm always gonna keep it 100 with you guys. So my taste buds might not be like yours, so if you wanna try them for yourself, you can use code E4CM and get 10% off your purchase, or you can go get some Anabars and use them for yourself as well. Oh yeah, I didn't rate these. So the Gorilla Mind cookies and cream is like a 7.4 out of 10, but this doesn't have that oomph. The Anabar, that's a solid like 8.4 out of 10. Super damn good. I'm hoping, since this is the first time Gorilla Mind produced any type of protein bar, that the second go around will be better. I bet you that the Anabar wasn't as good the first manufacture, the first production round, as it is now. So I think Gorilla Mind has plenty of time to dial in their flavor and their taste. And Derek, the offer's always out there if you want me to start trying out flavors so we can dial those in and get the top-notchest of the top-notchest. I'm here and I'm ready. If you want to check out my review of the Gorilla Mind energy drink, I'm gonna put that here. And until next time, deuces.